For Bitcoin, I do believe it's possible that we're no longer going to see any bear market anymore. But for other cryptocurrency, this will definitely keep happening. The reason why I believe that for Bitcoin, and you can read my latest blog post on Medium, the gap rules are changing in the US. So publicly traded company will be able to account some crypto asset like Bitcoin at their fair market value. So that means that Bitcoin miners may not need to sell Bitcoin in order to upgrade their equipment. Because, like the large Bitcoin miners that were publicly traded on the NASDAQ, they need their revenue to remain high or consistent year over years and quarter over quarters. So that means that when the Bitcoin halving is happening, they had to sell a lot of their treasury of Bitcoin to upgrade their equipment so that they can remain competitive in terms of revenue generation, because the halving would shrink their revenue potential by half. Mm-hmm. And because of the gap rules, they had to account for their Bitcoin treasury at the lowest price that it's been. So they could not rely on the capital gain, because post-halving, we've seen historically the price of Bitcoin growing a lot. So in the future, when the gap rule will take into effect, and it's expected 2025, I don't think the miners will have to sell their Bitcoin, because then they will rely more on their balance sheet versus their income statement to drive the price of their share price. And at that point, maybe they don't need to upgrade their equipment. They can refurbish their equipment to train AI models on BitTensor, for example. So that's the thing. I think they will no longer contribute to a dip pre-halving, but meanwhile, the ETF could sustain with institution and pension plan and government potentially. I think it's possible it could prevent a next bear market itself. So if you annihilate the pre-halving dip and the bear market, there's not much left to cause massive fluctuation.
Interesting.
So it's not impossible.
So in a nutshell, for Bitcoin, potentially seeing the last bear market, but as far as all these other Web3 applications, probably a little bit more to go until we see more of a consistency.
Yeah, exactly. I think it will happen.